Alright, in our last video, we put in this modern flower bed with the modern edges, the live edge and everything, which gave us about a week for our herbicide to set in on our weeds in the yard. So today we're going to do an update on that. But from the herbicide, there's been some bleaching going on. It's kind of sick. It's looking a little yellow in some places. Even though the herbicide doesn't kill the grass, sometimes it can still make it a little unhealthy. So it's looking real light colored. So we're going to put out some humic acid and some liquid iron today and try to get this grass to bounce back and get our green color back in it. But before we put that out, we're going to get a mow in because we don't want to mow it after we put out the humic acid and the liquid iron. So let's get our mower ready to mow. Let's make sure our blade's sharp. Get our blade adjusted. But first, let's do that update on these weeds. You may be curious what it's doing to the nut sedge, so we'll come out here by the road and take a look at that. See here, this nut sedge here. It's got spots and discoloration here on these leaves. So it looks like it's still working on that nut sedge. But we may have to come back in another 21 days and put another treatment on this nut sedge. So we'll see what it does. Hopefully it knocks it all out. But I am seeing some nut sedge kind of like this here that looks pretty healthy. So we're just gonna have to play it by ear and see what happens. We had this patch of this two little pieces of crabgrass here. We'll take a look at it and you can see the browning and the purpleness and the way it's eating it up here, and it's really taking a toll on it. So this quinclorac usually takes about 7 to 14 days to work. It just slowly creeps into the plant. It's bad?
Bad.
Yeah. Purple?
Purple.
Weeds.
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 Oh.
Yep, say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, you can see here,
Yeah.
it's taking a toll on this stuff, whatever it is. Like I said, I don't know what that is.
Yes.
But it has been over a week and it's starting to turn that yellow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yellow, yeah. And then this is POA, and I don't know if it's the heat or if it's the herbicide, but this POA is turning yellow and on its way out of the door also.
Yeah.
So that's what the weeds are looking like after 1 week of using that Spectricide weed killer. Supposed to have killed all broadleaf weeds, and so far so good. It looks like it's knocking out almost everything that I had in the yard that was bothering me, so I'm happy with it. But I'll continue to give updates on that in the future, showing you whether it made my yard weed free or not. So well, that's enough on the update for the yard. Next we're going to get in our mow so that we can put out this humic acid and liquid iron. So let's check out this blade real quick. A lot of people have asked me some questions about this Kensington mower in the comments of some of the videos. So I wanted to go over a few things today before we got in our mow. A lot of people are concerned that the handlebars or whatever you want to call it here is not high enough because they see me slumping in the video. Well, that's two reasons. One, like an idiot, I didn't realize that the adjustments were here. So I got it adjusted to the top hole, so now it's a lot higher. And another part of that may be my fault. I like to lean over, that way I can see that I'm lined up with the stripes. So whenever you're doing these stripes here, you got to keep a part of the mower in line with that stripe so that your stripes are straight. And I tend to lean over and look down the side of the mower kind of like aiming a gun and looking down the barrel of a gun. So part of that's my fault, but the other part was, I guess, my fault also that I didn't realize it had these 3 adjustments on here. So I have it adjusted now to the highest height, which makes it a lot easier. The question that I had was, how is the bed knife attached to the bottom of the mower? So we'll prop it up now and I'll show you what that looks like. See here, this bed knife is part of the cartridge. It comes in and out with the cartridge. It does not stay with the mower. It is welded here, here, here. It is welded all the way across here. So it is very stable. It is very secure. It's got weld on the front and back right here to to keep that bed knife supported. And that's a pretty healthy size bed knife there. I mean, you can see in comparison to my finger how thick it is. So, and then here is the attachment where it is attached on the bottom. You can see there's an Allen bolt here, and you can adjust your bed knife up and down if you can see the mechanism down in there. So that is question number 2 answered right there. Number 3 is in reference to the gear drive on here. This is a plastic gear. I know that people are kind of hesitant about the gear drive. I promise you, that is some hard plastic. If I painted it silver, you'd swear up and down it was metal. But I've been using this thing like crazy. And this is the Scarifier cartridge. If any of the cartridges have any kind of torque, this would be the one. This one all the way down is doing some heavy duty raking. I mean, you can hear the machine bogging and getting in a bind whenever it hits little dirt hills or thick grass or whatever. This thing gets in a bind, and if it was ever gonna have any wear or tear, it would be on this cartridge. And you can see this gear is in tip-top shape. All right, let's check our reel to bed knife. Good on this side, good in the middle. Needs an adjustment over here. One click. And now she's cut. Click in the middle again. This side, perfect.
Just pick up the phone and call me. I'll be there. Girl, let me show you. You're my one and only, like I told you. I'll be there. And if you get blue, I got the loving for you. Yeah, I'll be there.
All right, now for the whole reason you probably clicked on the video. We're going to be putting out Humic Acid and Liquid Iron. Our Humic Acid is going to be for more of a soil conditioner, to condition the soil and make it better at absorbing nutrients. It'll help keep it from compacting, and it's just a whole lot healthier on the plant. I'll put a link in the description down below of another video that I did on Humic Acid and Liquid Iron to go into a little more in depth. So we're just the basics today. This is going to be for the soil. Liquid Iron is going to be for the plant. It's going to help us get our green color back today. So let's get these mixed up. They're going to be 6 ounces per gallon, cover 1,000 square foot. And we may go a little heavier with both products today. Try to get this color back and give the soil a good blast of nutrients there with that humic acid. So let's get it mixed up in our pump up sprayer and get it put out.
I'll be there. I just need your love, and I long for your touch. Won't you tell me I'll be there? Your loneliness kills me, but your loving it thrills me. Won't you speak those words? I'll be there. Whatever tomorrow may hold, I know you're the one for me, child. And when we're together, my love, you give me hope and a way to cope, yeah. Whenever you're lonely, just pick up the phone and call me. I'll be there.
It's 24 hours later, exactly. And if you look behind me, you can see that humic acid and liquid iron, mainly the liquid iron, has really turned this yard a darker shade of green. And it looks so much healthier. I'm gonna turn the camera around and show you some more angles and stuff, but there's more of a shine to the glass, a more waxier look to the whole leaf. You can see there's it's just a shine on it that it didn't have before. Much healthier. This area right here is where all that yellow poa was at. You can't hardly tell no more. It took all the yellow out of the grass, and a whole lot darker. I'll show you one spot over here where I sprayed some spots. See, I sprayed that area right there. I think it was a dog pee area or something, and I sprayed that area real heavy with it, and you can see it's got a darker ring around it. So the heavier you go with this product, the more it turns the grass a darker color, which I'm probably going to go with 2 bottles next time and go a little heavier than I did this time. The side yard over here in the front, and this side was, I didn't have it before, but this side was turning real pale. This side actually did a blanket spray with quinclorac and the weed killer. So you can see it is really turned dark green. So if your yard looks pretty rough and you want results in 24 hours, that's the best way to get it right here. Humic acid and liquid iron. Especially if you have guests coming over, birthday party, or you just want to spoon feed your yard and make it healthier. Here you go. I appreciate y'all watching. Give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe for new video and new content. And I appreciate everything. If you have any questions or have any comments, leave them down below. I thank y'all, and we'll see y'all in the next one.
But your loving, it thrills me.